So we begin the 25th session of the Yanjing campaign with the Wayside Boys. We return to the Guelo Market, or the end of it that overlooks the shaft. Where down below the party is the crushed remains of a chimera, and convalescing on the ledge. The party gathers itself back together, all looking concernedly at the massive gash across Battleton's chest.
Mm-hmm.
While Orthog moves over and puts his hand on your shoulder and uses his lay on hands to deliver some still needed recuperation.
You could have died.
No, I did. I did
That's
die.
Did
14
you?
points of healing.
Hmm.
Ba-ba-ba-bum.
How are you looking?
I'm at 34.
Out of
49. I'm looking pretty okay. I'm still
he'll, he'll, he'll top,
Absolutely.
he'll top you off. Well, he'll try to top you off. There's another 9.
Bingo. That's pretty darn close. Pretty darn close.
Did you see anything on the other side? What message do you have from beyond the gate?
Um, as I am sitting with my back against the wall, staring blankly ahead, I ask Dan, did I see anything in my death?
Um, you feel as though for a moment you saw a figure in fine robes and finer jewelry cast a cursory glance in your direction, and then look away as though you were nothing of interest to him.
Oh shit.
I
Do you share that information with us?
yeah, what I tell you, doctor, is
I mean,
I know, yeah, so
you can interpret it, but you also don't know if it might have just been a figment of your imagination or creation of your own mind.
Go on.
the way Valentine interprets it, you ask the question, I'm staring in the middle distance, I track right
Uh-huh.
you and I see you and I just grab you by your little lapels and I'm just saying, I wasn't good enough. I'm not enough. I'm not enough.
And your pupils are different sizes.
Yeah, I'm just
You're freaking out, man.
yeah.
You're gonna be okay. I'm a doctor. I'm here for you. How many fingers am I holding up? You're not enough. You're more than enough, Battleton. You just got to get you one of these. And I pull out my gold chain, my like Cuban links chain. I show it to you and I say, smell the gold. This will bring you back. I use the gold like smelling salts under your nose.
I reach out to take the gold chain.
You touch the chain. No, get your own. Get your own. And I
I
remove your
release
hands
the
and I pull out a small hammer and I do reflexes on your knees and elbows.
Mhm. I ask for 2 rat-sized cigarettes.
I pull out the pack, fire up a couple, hand them around to the boys. Tinder twigs go flying. Pew! Just lighting fires.
I take a long drag and extinguish the tiny cigarette in one pull.
Just ash it all the way down, like Cruella de Vil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Uh, yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing for probably a hot second.
Flick is enjoying
I'll probably go inspect the chimera.
his cigarette. Flick is enjoying his cigarette, and he looks to, his compatriots here. and he just asks a one word question.
Mhm.
Pub.
Oh,
Absolutely. But first, let's
Pub.
examine the beast. We examine the chimera.
Um, so like I said, you're on the third story
Oh, it's down
where
there.
you have to fight. When you killed it, it did well, no, did
it landed.
did it fall down the shaft or it was no, it's on the third tier, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
it
yeah.
landed it.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, so just like I think just the dragon head is like crushed. Orthos
Yep.
Mhm.
demolished. Okay. Um
Let's examine the
So
chimera.
you head over to the Chimera and you begin to examine the body. Uh, there are members of the Ivory Horn coming and sort of surrounding the area, managing the crowd. The looky-loos have started to approach now that the sounds of battle have diminished.
Mhm.
Everyone, give me perception checks.
Need Shane Nice.
They're here.
Perception.
Thank you.
14 for the doctor. Now, the doctor's not convinced this was a wild beast. I think it's part of some, like a livestock that it belongs to someone. So I'm keen on looking for a brand, like a rancher's brand on the flank of the beast. It's just my intuition, my rat's intuition, okay?
17.
17.
Sure. 14
21.
must be
Sorry,
nice.
21. Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
And what was Victor?
A humble 14.
I'm a 14. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Um, you all notice as you are beginning to look over the body of the three-headed, now two-headed beast. Uh, you hear a voice coming from above you and out in the shaft that is basically, "Hup, hup, hup." And then after, a few of these, like just little uh, grunts of effort, a human drops down from the fourth floor above you
Whoa.
and,
Report.
lands fairly nimbly just on the edge of the ledge and then takes a few steps forward towards the beast, uh, examining it. Uh, he's a young human man. He's wearing ivory horn garb, and Flick, you notice that he is wearing the insignia of a floor captain on his badge. Um, but it's a little well. Give me a knowledge local, Flick.
Ba-ba-da-ba. That is a 19.
19. That's good enough. You recognize this guy. He must be Shuri. He is the floor captain of the eighth floor, and he's the youngest guard captain in the history of the city. He was personally appointed guard captain by the third prince, the governor of the city.
Whoa.
Good.
They are apparently close friends. Um, you also know that Shuri, despite all of that, actually grew up as a street kid, an orphan, and he's just so impressed the prince that he managed to get into his good graces and get this appointment. But having not really acknowledged the rest of you, he's giving this chimera body a serious visual going over.
Let him work, men.
I'm
Let him
back.
work.
Okay, we're back. Look at that.
I whisper to the doctor. That's Captain Shuri. He's kind of a big deal.
The
Young,
youngest captain ever created within the city, personal friend of the third prince.
the very same. The very
His
same.
reputation precedes him. Look at those
It ha
abs.
it
Look
has
at those
preceded him.
traps. Look
Yeah,
at those tries.
yeah. That dude
Parkour.
fucks. That dude
Parkour.
fucks.
You know, there's rumors that he and the prince are more than companions.
You don't
I
say.
didn't. I don't remember you rolling a knowledge local there, Victor.
That's
With a knowledge local of 2, I said, you know, there's rumors that he and the prince are more than companions. Um, Amazing.
Yeah.
love that.
Victor has a short out of body experience where he spews a bunch of nonsense that he is incapable of knowing, and then forgets all of it immediately after having said
Absolutely.
it.
Quick, get his
You
attention.
you channeled your patron and heard the voices of all the rats in the city for just a moment.
That's bingo. Uh,
We should.
get his
Um,
attention. He'll be interested to know that we slew the beast.
uh, Captain Shu. Greetings. This beast kind of disturbed the peace here, and we jumped in and I think swiftly dealt with it.
He's still looking at the body, and without turning to see you, he says, "Mr. Flicker, yes, shouldn't be surprised that it was you." Then the Waste Side Boys, right?
Yes,
At
sir.
that point, he turns and actually looks at all of you, makes eye contact, acknowledging each of you.
He knows your name.
Yeah, your reputation is starting to precede you.
Well, we are learning from our company present on preceding reputations.
Well, I have to be honest, I didn't know about you until like 2 days ago when I saw the guest list. So
So you
I
will.
felt at that point it was time for me to figure out who was going to be at that shindig. So that's when I looked you up.
are you running security in the event?
No.
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 No,
I'm
I
ND.
in a whisper, I say, more than companions. To bed, L10.
Sorry, what did you say?
I say, more than companions. In a whisper to you. And I elbow you like this.
Uh,
You and Logan.
Captain,
Something like us.
speaking of the upcoming soiree, uh, I'm sure you're aware we're maybe not used to such events. Any advice you might give to some common street folk on how to conduct themselves would be greatly appreciated.
Great angle, dude.
He stops and thinks for a moment. He says, "Clean clothes, listen more than you speak, nod and smile politely." Um, so just so you know, Otis Stoutbeard's on his way down too.
Okay.
He'd like to speak with you. I passed by him on the way. Um, yeah, this went down on his turf.
Did it start on yours, or did you just see it?
I happened to see it down the shaft. And I was coming to see what aid I could uh, offer, and then I saw a rat fly out into the middle of the shaft and start casting spells and doing battle with it in midair.
Mm-hmm.
I bow.
And I just paid attention.
Mm.
Are you okay?
I say nothing, and I smile, and I nod. And I think to myself, my clothes are not nice.
I feel like at this point, Orthox says, "No, he died for a moment,
Might.
but his heart is strong."
Not anymore.
Slightly less
What?
so.
I continue to examine the beast for some sort of a brand. We know that it got into the city through like some miscreants, or we don't know how it got into the city.
Somebody wanted to basically like there. It was like a deer corn situation. They just wanted to kill it.
Yeah,
I didn't say they killed them.
I did that exposition
Mhm.
last
Gotcha.
week when I didn't think we were going any further with this.
Okay, so we don't know.
So yeah.
They wanted to the jerk it. They brought it in to hunt it.
We
And
don't
then
know.
We're gonna get there.
okay, all right. I get
Like I did exposition at the end of last session because I didn't
bingo.
think we would still be on this.
Uh,
Because I was hoping that we'd have the whole group together and we can move on to the gala, but we're not there yet.
I think so.
to the young spry guard captain, I say, "Did you see the beast enter the city? Did it enter through the top, or did it come out through one of the levels? I'm looking for a brand or a rancher's mark or something."
Uh, he looks at the creature and he says, "I fear the the farmer who breeds these things.
Um,
Um, I assume that it was captured somewhere outside the city and smuggled in. Uh, the cart that it was being transported in was destroyed when it was somehow awakened. I don't know if it was drugged or something, but it broke free of the cart it was in and ran amok.
mhm.
He looks down the shaft and sees down on the bottom there are, you know, some ivory horn guards setting a perimeter about around the fallen bodies. There's cloths being placed over the dead, and um, the reaction to the scenario is still ongoing. Um, says, yeah, this is definitely a problem. Smuggling something that big and that dangerous into the city, that takes a lot of power and money. Um, and it also means that we have some guards who enjoy greasy palms. That's going to require some investigation as well.
They swore an oath.
I also I inquired, are you familiar with the stolen mithril shipment from a couple weeks back as well?
Uh, yeah, that came up when I was perusing your dossier. Uh, at Dash Doors blacksmith. Yeah, nasty business with him.
Yeah. Well, I bring it up because I'm curious if, it seems like we're having an issue with controlling the flow of goods into the city. Is that under a specific office?
Oh yeah, the customs master.
Customs master.
I mean, the Ivory Horn works in conjunction with her, but she's the one who sets all of the protocols and manages tariffs and transportation fees and uh, uh, access, all the paperwork. We end up doing the footwork.
Mhm.
I say we, but I mean that a lot of that stuff happens on the first floor. Um, my floor is mostly merchants, artisans, and what have you. So yeah,
The
by the
paint,
time it gets to the eighth, all of the
All that sort of
papers
stuff.
have been stamped and signed and so on and so forth. Should all be legit or at least purportedly inspected by the time it makes it up to me.
maybe it's
So,
not so much an issue with the goods as with the staff. It sounds like what you have is a recruiting issue. Got too many rogues slipping through the cracks.
well, I mean, there's only so many good people in any group, you know? So we're trying to find the best apples in the city. And I don't know if there's just only so many and there's not enough to fill the ivory horn ranks, or if just the bad apples sneak into the bunch when they can. It's hard to say. But we
Can
do.
you tell me about the customs master? What's your read on them?
Um, let me tell you. She is she's a bit of a hard ass. Customs Master Zhu. Uh, I mean, you ever see one of those hard 40 something women that run a massive company and they have to, I feel like they need to be, 10 times as stern and 10 times as intense as a guy doing the same thing.
The devil
Well,
wears Prada.
I would say no. Aaron understands what you're saying, but I think I would say no.
Well, okay, but well, that's my description of
Okay.
her.
So she's tough, but it might be a little bit for appearances because she's kind of working against the grain.
I don't know. That mask has never cracked as far as I've seen. Granted, I've only been in the high society for kind of like a year and a half. So, I mean, I just knew there was this woman that ran a bodega. Sometimes I'd try to grab some jerky or maybe some sweets when I was little.
Mm-hmm.
And man, Miss Zin, oh, she beat me bloody when she caught me.
And that reminds you of
That
Zhu.
that reminds me of Customs Master Zoo.
Okay, gotcha.
Flick is trying to look at the Chimera's rear end to see if it has three separate anuses, and he's trying to determine if the digestive systems funnel into like one set of intestines or one stomach. Like, do all three of these heads eat? And kind of absent-mindedly, he's just like, well, she sounds a lot
Where's
like
the cut?
your lover, Bottleton, is who she
Just
sounds like.
just one,
Just one
Curious,
bottle.
just one.
curious. This thing only has one anus.
All
Do all
right,
three?
Paulson asks, what about the cut?
Uh,
Goat's got to cut, right? It's got to go
does
somewhere.
well, yeah, does the goat even eat? Um, we need to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, I like to do that.
You are at the bottom of this.
Okay, that was good. Oh, nice.
At that point, you hear the huffing and wheezing of a middle-aged dwarven man doing his best hustle in your direction. And you turn to see Otis Stoutbeard with a few of one of the level 5 Ivory Horn guards that you've seen at the desk in the guard office there. He comes over and stops in front of you and leans over on his putting his hand on his knees and takes a moment to catch his breath. Uh, um, he says, "It's you guys. Well, sure, why not? That makes sense. Uh, thanks. Your efforts are appreciated. Fuck. It's a mess up there." He looks and there's like some pit marks on the wall where the acid breath was used. Um, and he like kind of makes a flailed gesture at it. And he says, "There's a whole lot of that, but with more blood and melted people."
This is on level 3, or where is this?
You're on level 3. That's where the Guelo market is.
Right. Where is the
Stoutbeard is from level 5.
So you're talking about level 5.
Yeah, so that's 2 levels above you, and then Shuri is from level 8.
Okay, so this is his deal since it started on this level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Acid.
Uh,
Nasty business.
yeah, he's sitting there and he's still catching his breath. He's been focusing on you guys, and he sees Shuri and he goes, "So you already know." And Shuri's like, "Well, yeah, I was doing some rounds and I saw it." And Stoutbeard says, "So you don't know. This was headed to 8."
Oh, fuck. I Battlethon says that. He goes, oh, fuck. Where the rich people are.
We found some documents on the lower half of the wagon driver. We haven't found the upper half. He looks over at Flick, still,
Ooh.
hanging out by the bag, and he's like, "You might find him first."
I'll let you know.
That's fine.
No. You'll know.
We
Um,
uh we already checked the the stamps from the gates on level 5, level 4. They're not the stamps that are assigned to the people that are assigned to those gates today. So we got a problem.
So the wrong guards were on duty, is that, am I understanding correctly?
Someone is managing. Someone's pulling strings to get this through. Uh, and I have to put both of the guards who are on gate 5 on leave for a investigation because both of them said that the other one stamped this manifest. Neither one of them are the stamp that was on the manifest. So I can't say who to believe just yet.
Is it possible your guards could have been coerced via magical means?
Of course it is.
How do
When
we
you say
find that
on-
out, though?
When you say on leave, like, are they in the city? Or are they like on house arrest?
It's more of go home, don't leave the level. Yeah, don't disappear. Don't make us come looking for you.
Well, that might tell you who was involved.
Hell yeah, we gotta look for evidence, and as Flick over there said, either one of them could have done it and been manipulated via magic into doing it and have no recollection of what happened. Though the stamp is a valid 5th level stamp, It's just not one of the ones that they signed out for the day.
Cesspool.
So there's something going on, something that needs serious looking into. That all being said,
Shit.
and he points at Shuri and says, "I'm glad you're here. We need to investigate the destination of this immediately."
The destination, not the origin.
Well, it came from outside. I mean, I have the manifest papers,
Right. So you know where it was going to be delivered to.
right? And I have stamps for every gate that it passed through and how it got into the city.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's investigatable
The stamps are just funny,
through
see?
the proper channels. I don't know who to trust to send to the destination because there's obvious corruption amongst the guard.
Sir.
Yeah. Well, Otis Stalbrew, we have encountered that corruption many, many times, and we have found you to be reliably trustworthy. So we trust you. You can trust us, and we would love to do this for a nominal fee.
He chuckles and says, "There it is." Then he looks at Shuri and says, "This is gonna go down on your turf." And Guard Captain Shu says, "Uh, yeah. I mean, hell, I'm curious to see you guys in action. So I'll write something up." He looks at Stoutbeard and says, what's their going rate?" Stoutbeard says, "For killing one of these, I have no fucking idea." Which, thank you. You're not doing it pro bono. I will requisition a reward for the slaying of the Chimera. But Captain Shu here is responsible for hiring you to investigate the destination.
I'm gonna roll a
Mhm.
knowledge barrister. It's okay to
Sure.
think of the most similar law that would apply to here as far as like, you know, noise ordinance, whatever. Like, oh, well, we slot into this law. It's very good. 28 knowledge barrister to determine, uh, you know, what laws are broken here and what our services are.
Um, Vandalism, fraud, assault, uh, larceny, homicide, possible espionage, and great irreverence.
Oh yeah.
Show disrespect to the state, its nobles, or officials, or the gods.
Oh, right, yeah, those.
Uh, da-da-da.
Well, I rattle those off and I say, something commensurate with resolving all of those broken laws would be, I think, appropriate. Much like a chimera is a combination of many creatures, I imagine our compensation will be the compensation for resolving multiple issues. And then I clip my briefcase closed and I hand it to the Reverend Doctor.
I take the briefcase.
Mhm.
Fair enough, fair enough. I would say that it would probably. Fuck it. I'm just making up a number.
Mhm.
You probably know all that shit a little bit better than I do.
Mhm.
Do 1,000 gold for say 500 gold for the investigation and 500 gold for hazard pay should we run into any issues
Oh,
during
so
the investigation.
this is how we will be compensated for the next phase.
So the next phase.
And
Yeah,
the
no.
Chimera is still
The Chimera, you did not make a deal. You just killed it.
Yeah.
Stoutbeard said he will requisition compensation for the deed post uh post effect. But the guard captain Shu is saying, I'll pay you 500 gold to investigate this under my supervision, and 500 more gold should, something happen that would be considered a hazard.
Like getting slashed across the chest right through the heart per se. Oh, hello, friend.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen twice in one day.
Oh, you get a cool X. Left to
500
right,
gold
right to
pieces
left.
for hazard, 500 for so the hazard was just a blanket thing to encompass any
Nape to
loss of
chops.
property.
Right. Basically, you guys have to roll initiative or a saving throw, then hazard pay is probably involved.
Mhm.
If you just go knock on the door and it's a little, old merchant, and you just arrest him and leave, then there's no hazard pay.
Fair enough. Can we attach a rider for compensation should a party member be lost in combat? That would diminish our LLC's value to lose that asset. Maybe 100 gold pieces if a party member dies. Or is irretrievably lost.
If a party member dies, or if a contracted individual dies in the service of the city, the standard compensation is 20 years pension of a ivory horn guard, which is somewhere between 100 and 200 gold pieces.
Fine, yeah.
Now, Battle 10. What about civil forfeiture? If a crime has been committed by a very wealthy person importing this beast, who's to say who seizes their assets after they're frozen? What if it was us? What if we were to do the seizing? Civil forfeiture.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good Reverend Dr. Victor T. Flacco. We would be comfortable waiving the pension because we're not part of the guard. We respect what they do. We don't earn a pension. We would be comfortable waiving that for civil forfeiture of assets found.
Are you intending that one of you is lost in this expedition?
Why not both? Why not both? Put it as an addendum. Put it as a clause.
Well, no. The way you're phrasing this is in lieu of the basic life insurance award, you'd rather loot the place. But that would require that one of you died.
No, only if a crime is
No.
We want both.
Yeah, I see your point. You're looking at like a post thing. I'm saying pre, rather than like, Balaton dies again. Sorry, nothing. However, party is free to loot, the house that this place is found and materials and goods found therein, criminals, and I reference describing this to him the haunted house we have on level 5 that we have now taken ownership over to manage after removing a ghost from the city. So using that as precedent, acquiring assets, civil forfeiture. The in lieu thing, sure. Like if he wants to haggle, I'm willing to let that go. But like, it's not either or. Like it's not.
Separate clauses.
Here's okay. Here's an alternative. Because we're not going, since you're not expecting to lose a member of the party on this expedition, God's forbid, you have the option of, instead of receiving a coin payment from the city, you can take up to 3 times the agreed upon coin value in salvage of illicit goods.
Everything
So
above
those
board,
goods
everything
are
legal.
not illegal in the city.
Everything legal, everything above board, civil forfeiture. It's not theft if the cops say it's okay.
It's
So
not civil forfeiture if private contractors do it. Civil means it goes to the state. Stop using that word.
Legally distinct from civil forfeiture. On paper, it's different, but we all know what it is. Um, the good silver, the nice brandy, wad of cash in the dresser. Yeah. New
The,
win.
the term you guys are looking for is salvage.
I bet they've got some nice doors in this mansion, provided that it's a mansion. They're importing these beasts. Think of the doors alone.
um
Well, now you've got Flick's attention.
I
Mhm.
would you know
Guilt. I'm not, no guilt here, just the guilt on the doors. Uh,
Flick, are you aware anus is the doorway to the body?
What is?
An anus is a doorway.
Well,
Certainly.
it's that only, but yeah.
To be determined. I'm just saying, you're into doors, you're checking out an asshole. It's all kind of lining up.
I mean, he
Ports.
feeds a beast that lives in shit. He's an interested party. He's
Like
made
a,
friends
All
and
about the
speaks the
average.
language. The effluent flows one way, man.
Hear me out, guys.
so
There are
the
mysteries to be determined about the goat head of this beast. Is there a partial secondary stomach in the goat's neck that it uses to chew the cud that doesn't
yeah.
feed into the rest of the digestive system of this animal? We know that there's three entries and only one exit, but where do the three entries meet into
Yeah.
the one? This is all important stuff. Also, I've been
Carnivore.
focused on that. I have no idea what we're doing. I should probably stop looking at this animal.
The deal on the table is we will receive 1,000 gold pieces for continuous investigation, assuming we encounter some hazard. Um, and there's a rider that we are entitled to take up to 3 times the value of that, as far as like salvage. So if we go to a rich guy's mansion, the rich guy is the bad guy, and we kill him, we can take 3,000 gold pieces worth of stuff out of his mansion.
Let's
Oops,
get
all
fucking stepping,
doors.
boys. Dude, probably got nice
I,
doors.
yeah, so I explained that to the group. How do we feel about that deal?
What are we
Sounds
doing?
illegal to me.
Let's
Sounds like
get
a
going.
contract.
Let's get going.
Let's bring these oath breakers to justice.
Sounds good. I turn to Shuri and I say, I think that sounds great. Just one edit. There's 5 of us here. How do we make it 5 times the coin value? It's not costing the city anything extra for the multiplier to be higher.
This is a standard. This is like boilerplate stuff. Uh, so yeah, it doesn't cost the city anything if you take salvage, but at a certain point, what you're taking is what would be going to the city and you know, funding the city's coffers. So
Not trying to screw over the city, just a kid off the streets trying to do right by himself. 3x is fine.
well, we can do 3x and then you have the option to purchase any of the salvage beyond that 3 times at at wholesale rate. So at half price.
Rock bottom prices.
Okay.
Nice. I bet this
So,
guy's into some weird
yeah,
shit.
say you go there and you find 10 statues, each worth 1,000 gold. Then you get 3 statues for free, and you can buy as many of the remaining statues for 500 gold pieces each.
Got it.
Understood?
Sounds good.
A deal was struck.
Deal with
Um,
What
Yeah.
if we get made honorary guards? That could be cool.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Be cool.
not
We
into
gotta
it.
clean this cesspool up before I'm ever even willing to think about it.
Yeah, not into it, Flick.
Not under this administration.
Look, I know you have a gun. I know you want a badge. Not my scene, man.
Easy, Tex.
He takes a knee next to Flick and says, "You're gonna have to speak with the Golden Embers before you make a long-standing commitment to another organization in the city, because you have a contract."
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
He stands up and he wags his finger at you. He says, "A slave can't serve two masters."
What if the master is married?
Still one master.
Tell that to my wife. Am I right?
Boomch.
Hey, Flick can make that joke. You can.
I know.
Uh, this. All right. Are we good?
We have a deal.
I'd like to get ahead of this one, so and shake on it,
Shake.
and we'll bring the paperwork in once we have all this resolved. But we're all upstanding gentlemen, right? All right, let's get this show on the road. I don't think you all can go up the way I came down, so I guess we're just gonna have to take the winding way.
Is that how you normally traverse the levels here?
Going down, yeah.
That's
Good
pretty. That's pretty badass. Straight up.
I know, isn't it?
Parkour. Parkour.
Parkour.
Parkour.
So you guys head up to floor 8, and Captain Shu leads you to the district denoted in the address of the manifest, and then further takes you to a stately looking manor entrance on the level. Massive double doors, intricately carved relief in the white marble that makes up the exterior. Yeah, Flick, these are some really nice doors.
How are we getting in?
Uh,
Finger my lockpick set.
Captain Shu says, I am here as an observer. Make sure that no boundaries outside the realm of a uh, a legitimate investigation are crossed.
Blow through that.
So you can hear the air quotes in his voice. But you are the experts, or so I have been told. So I am just gonna follow your lead on this one. How do we get inside, fellas?
So if we're following a legitimate legal course here, we can't break into this building.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Oh,
Yeah, we
fuck
can.
yeah. Like, pull out those.
You have it's there's a what, like probable cause, exigent circumstances.
Do whatever we want, man.
We got all kinds of legal rights.
Fire them up, buddy.
We
What
just did a
goes?
handshake deal.
What do I hear in there? It sounds like there's an altercation, boys. Let's get in there.
I hear a miner in distress.
So you're going to pick the lock?
I'm going to pick the lock.
Okay. Take 3 points of lightning damage.
All right.
We got security.
Trapped.
Yeah, you touch the door handle and the greatest static shock of touching a door handle you've ever experienced in your life as a crack of electricity jumps from the door handle, singeing your hand, and you take 3 points of lightning damage.
Okay, I can help you with that flick. I can make you energy resistant like I did the last fight for acid, but for electricity. Let me think through the series of feats that I can do. Just do this for you.
Mm.
Don't you have to be in combat to use your things?
Yeah, fuck. You're right. No, you're right. I can't help you.
It's all good.
call.
Victor, punch Battleton.
I slap him in the face. I'm
Just keep punching him for like a couple minutes.
Stop it.
gonna get those pupils back to the right size.
Okay, that didn't work. Options.
Try it again. There's a brief refractory period.
Yeah.
It is known. It's well known.
I don't
I
believe
reach
you.
out and I try the door handle. I just reach out and I touch it and I turn it and I try it.
1 point of lightning damage.
Okay, no, it's not a refractory period. Good Reverend Dr. McAtee flock out.
It's very brief.
Are these doors wooden?
The doors, yes, but they are reinforced with iron.
Boys, I have an idea. It's not a good idea, but it is an idea.
Okay.
I shoot the door.
Big Frida.
Jake, I'm not gonna lie to you. When you said I'm fingering in my mind, I was like imagining Flake fucking with his gun. 'Cause
I am
thinking,
now.
Shoot.
We're living in a world of doors.
We are being observed by a party that will be at this shindig. So like this is a little bit of a interview.
Click, give me an intelligence check.
Oh, I'm aces at these, boys. Aces. Oh, there went my die.
Smart,
Oh, gun in the mouth.
Oh, hell yeah, that's a 7.
smart boy.
Okay. Yeah, you remember that lady shooting the door when you gassed everyone on the roof. Eventually, she broke the door down.
Yeah,
We have
okay.
precedents. It could work.
Can we case the joint before? Like, is there a window? Is there another door? I know this is we're in an interior city space, but like, can we try to like walk? Let me see if there's any other.
So in this section of the city, several high value manor estates are basically built into the same section of the city. So there's like a city block, and around it is just it's one city block, like literally a block of marble that has been carved out, and there's probably 6 to 8 large homes in this area, and they're just like sandwiched up next to each other, not an alley between them. Like no backyard, no front yard, just entrance onto the main street, and the wall, your wall is your neighbor's wall, kind of like
Oh.
row homes. There are 2 windows. They are stained glass and heavy wrought iron in the
glazing.
in the frame to create the different sections of stain. And this is mostly in order to have a light behind it and shine it out onto the road to show the ostentatiousness, the value of the home. So they're impossible to see through. There's no outdoor light to pass through them into the house. It's more just a show of wealth.
Mhm.
The only methods of entry I can currently come up with involve property damage.
Yeah.
Please.
Um. Okay. So none of us know knock, right? None of us know any spells that can manipulate wood or what with the rust. We're too low level for any of the shenanigans.
I don't think I'm ever able to pick up knock. I don't think that's a bard spell. Um, the old tried and true grease that involves committing arson, which is frowned upon, so we should probably avoid that. I would say
Right?
that's
Yeah,
a
that's
worse
fire.
option. Worse option than shooting the door, which is
My
also a
only other
poor
thought
option.
is to attempt to ground the door. Right? Like we
Mm.
put metal into the door so that when right, because right now you're picking the lock, the electricity is coming through the lock picks and going down to you. Can we ground the door with like
Smart.
stab a knife into it into the grout
Hmm.
conduit
Smart.
there?
Orthog,
Yo.
what if you held the door while I tried to pick the lock?
Mm.
That's also we could just use the battery. Yeah. You would both take damage. It'd just be a 2-for-1.
If he grounds it out,
Yeah, I see your point.
otherwise, uh, otherwise we can just see if anybody's home.
I think the grounding's a great idea.
Okay. If you want to try grounding it, I follow a haversack and
Do you have
take
a
out
chain?
2 daggers
Do you have a
that belong
chain?
to the lady at the beginning of the campaign. And I stab one down into I assume there's like, joints between the stone.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the steps.
And the crack of something, I put a little right there. And then, well, so the handle's here, metal's here going down. I take the other one and I stab it into the door. So it's stabbed into the door,
Mm-hmm.
and then the metal on metal is contacting. So the handles are kind of like that. If that
Okay.
makes sense. I assume I take damage because I've now stabbed the door.
No.
No? Okay. Interesting. Okay, so the knives are touching each other, making a conduit to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Uh to I'm just gonna try to I turn the door handle again.
Okay.
See what happens.
6 points of lightning damage.
Okay. Well, that was worth a try. Um I think we smashed the door. Because I stabbed the door and I didn't take any damage.
Smash it, dude. Smash. Orthog?
Orthog, you're up. Oh,
Yep.
well, it is iron
Yeah,
reinforced.
it's a reinforced iron door. Orthog's weapon is a wood club.
Yeah.
It's not going to, rock doesn't break scissors in this scenario.
Um, how looking up at the stained glass window, how intricate are the patterns?
I mean, pretty. They're, the glass is fairly thick. Um, it's so on both of them, it's a pattern of interlocking rings. They're relatively thick. I don't know, like what's your
My inclination would be to Uh, cast Alter Self on myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then fly up there and smash a pane of glass. And as a small little rat guy, um, worm my way through.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that like Orthog could smash the glass with his club, but the biggest hole is like maybe about that big.
Hmm.
And Alter Self gets you to small, which is like a creature between 2 and 3.5 feet tall. So not quite that small.
Not
Like
quite that small.
you want something closer to tiny or
Hmm.
you know diminutive if possible.
So
Yeah,
Flick wouldn't be able to squeeze through it either.
Alter Self doesn't get me there, and it's only Alter Self. I can't cast it on you. It's not Alter Flight.
Fucking. All right.
I do have a reduced person. I could cast that on Flick. Does that get Flick tiny?
It gets him tiny, yeah.
But you can't fly though, and I
Well,
can't cast, I can't cast
I
fly
mean
on you.
the window is street level. It's not a second story window.
Oh, well, we could have Orthog like pool cue out a perfect little
yep.
pane of glass with his club, and
Yep.
I could cast reduced person on Flick.
Yep. Small flake goes through the window. How
Tiny
long does
Flick, diminutive Flick.
diminutive flake goes through the window?
No, it would be tiny.
It'd be
It
tiny.
goes small, tiny, diminutive, fine.
You'd be tiny. Um,
So small
tiny,
small goes through the window.
tiny.
How long does it last?
1 minute per level.
5 minutes.
Okay, so 5 minutes.
Just gotta
Flake,
unlock inside,
flake
baby.
gets bigger.
Mhm.
I think it's a good idea.
Okay.
To provide maximum security to Flick, I would also offer to cast invisibility on him so he's invisible while he's there.
Double casting.
No.
Okay, Orthog, get your pool cue ready. Pick a big old, I don't know. The stained glass windows, you said they were in the shape of coins or chains,
Yeah, linked rings,
linked rings.
which you recognize.
Delit. It's fucking hoity-toity ass
Merchant's house.
words. Merchant. Pick a good coin and pop that out, dude. 8 ball, corner pocket. Let's go.
Uh,
I don't worship Delic, I worship Derek.
Dirt,
Derek.
dirt.
uh, so Orthog nods and takes his club and he kind of lines up the handle end of it and he just baseball swings the blunt end into the
Oh.
and crits.
Please, sir. Oh, and crit. All right. Yes.
And just like the the iron frame bows in a little bit,
Hmm.
but pretty much most of the glass shatters. And you know, a reduced flick now has a couple of options for which hole to climb through.
Uh, I cast reduce person first, so you can see him to cast invisibility on.
I pick him up once he is reduced, and I guide him through the opening in the window.
Hey,
And once my hand is like through the threshold of the window, I cast invisibility on you and let you go.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check.
mm.
Okay.
You're trying to pass the stick bug through the broken glass frame.
Slide step. It's across the street, not down the tracks. It's a down the street, not across the tracks. It's
13. 13. Okay.
Okay.
So that is 7 points of damage. 3, 2. Well, who wants to take 3 and who wants to take 4?
Hey, I cast reduce person. I'm out.
Percy.
I will take 4.
Yeah, yeah.
Sliced.
Okay. So, yeah, you cut yourself along your forearm and Flick, you get a nick across your back as he tries to finagle your Barbie doll body through the hole in the
Do
window.
I just take 7?
No, he get a cut on his back, you got a cut on your arm.
And now
Oh,
you
there's-
guys are blood
Yeah,
brothers.
7 total.
Oh, and I
You
took
take 4, he takes 3.
Uh,
You're blood brothers, like in Stand By Me now.
just like Stand By Me.
Just
And
like
then
Stand By
you
Me.
cast invisibility on Flick and drop him in the room.
Yeah. Flick takes 25 fall damage.
It's actually a pit that goes down 7 floors.
Oh my god. Actually, that would help to be small. You wouldn't take as much damage because you'd be so tiny.
You'd
Like
float.
a squirrel. I never reach terminal velocity, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Dropping an ant from an airplane.
Oh,
Okay.
what could possibly go wrong?
Let's see.
I like what I'm
I
saying.
request healing fourth.
I like what I'm seeing.
I am significantly fucked up.
I like.
All right. Significantly?
I got up to 43, and I have now taken 13 points of damage. I'm back to 30.
13?
Yeah, I took electricity damage twice.
Oh, 20. Yeah, the second one was the full D6.
Yeah.
Okay. 6.
Hooray! That's manageable. Thank you, Orthos.
Damn near the lowest he could roll. Okay, Flick, you find yourself in a nicely furnished room. There's one door directly in front of you, leading out of the room. This appears to be like a study or, an office of some sort.
Interesting. I think to myself, this isn't a Chimera den. I probably should have paid more attention in the briefing.
I like that you were down to be miniaturized and put in a chimera. That's pretty cool.
I will, I guess, sneak and try to, navigate back to where I think the entrance, should be from this end to let my compatriots in.
There's a single door here out of this room.
Okay. So that's what. Actually, could I just make a perception really quick just to see anything of note in this room before I leave it?
Okay, yeah, make a perception check.
Nat 20!
Heyo!
Nat 20!
Perceive this.
Okay. You look around the room. There are some bookshelves. There's a desk. There's papers out on the desk. You see like a gold letter opener, sort of set, like it fans out. 5 golden, slender daggers, that are obviously letter openers. They're not, weapon sized or
But
great.
your tiny
At
size.
your tiny size, they're kind of like short swords. And they each have a different jewel in the pommel. So like there's a ruby, there's a sapphire, there's an emerald. The center one is a clear gem that might be a diamond. That would be pretty crazy good. And so yeah, and an amethyst. Um, so that draws your attention. You hop up on the desk to get a better look at it, and while doing so, a single character catches the catches your vision from the corner of your eye. You look over and sure enough, one of the papers on the desk is signed by Q.
Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
Kitties, why? You miss me so much?
Curious. The webs that we weave. Um, is there, I guess there's probably not any way that I can take this missive. It's probably too large.
Right now, you are half as tall as you originally were. Reduced person reduces somebody by half. So you're normally like 3 something. So now you're like a foot and change. So you could roll up this, piece of paper and put it on your back like you could carry a scroll,
That
kind of like a
would
bow
make
staff.
your invisibility pointless.
It would not. Once he stows it on his person, it
It makes
becomes
it invisible?
invisible with him.
Oh shit.
Until he
Got an
properly
attack.
stows it on his
Attack.
person, it's visible. So if anyone can see in the room right now, they'd see a piece of paper lift itself off of the table, roll into a tight scroll, and then wink out of existence. But yeah, so long as you don't make an aggressive action against another person, so long as you don't make an attack roll or cast a spell, actually, as long as you don't make an attack roll or cast a spell that requires a saving throw, you will stay invisible for the duration of the invisibility spell.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll like to do that then. I'd like to roll up the missive and get it on my back, and then brandish the clear gemmed letter opener
Mm.
as a short sword.
Okay. Yeah, again, until you stow it on your person, it is visible.
Okay.
Pick it up and you brandish it, and now a letter opener starts swinging itself around.
And I will. Can I? Is there any method of me stowing that on my person then?
Tuck it into your
Stick it in
scabbard.
your belt.
Yeah, I'll tuck it in my belt.
Okay.
All right. And with that, I begin, I think, my stealthy exit to go find my friends.
Okay. You approach the next room, open it up, and you find a drawing room, a salon. There are a couple of sofas, some posh chairs, a coffee table in the center of the room. Um, just looks like a space for entertaining guests and having casual meetings.
Interesting. So I have minutes, right, on both of these, the invisibility and the reduced person.
5 minutes each.
Yeah. I'll say you spent probably a minute and a half in that first room doing a quick search, grabbing the letter opener and the missive.
Okay. And in
So
this
you've got
room,
3.5 minutes left.
okay. And this room, is there one door or two?
There are 2, the one that you are standing in and another one.
Okay. Let me just go ahead to move forward into the next room here. That way I don't run out of all my time.
Okay, you go to the next door, and it is locked.
Hmm. All right. Lockpicks. Can I lockpick this? I'm very little.
Give me an intelligence check.
Intelligence. Intelligence check of 18.
Okay, you are on the inside of the room. You can just unlock it with the locking mechanism.
That is how doors work. I must learn more about these magnificent portals to other worlds. Yeah, I'll just unlock it and keep moving forward.
I was really hoping for a 2.
I don't know how to unlock this door. I'm stuck.
Okay. Uh, you open that door and you find a hallway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, um,
Give me a perception check.
Reception. That is a 13.
Okay. You can see across the hall is another door. Down the hall to your left is another door. And down the hall to your right is the front door uh, that you were trying to get in through earlier. And there's a bit of a foyer that's like all nicely appointed. There's some statuary in the corners. It looks like a, ostentatious entryway to a mansion, as is appropriate here.
So I've probably got 2 minutes left
I would say no, you're probably at around three.
at around 3.
You didn't waste a lot. You were at 3.5 minutes here. You came around to this door, thought, oh shit, it's locked. I might have to pick it, and then realized, no, I'm an idiot. There's the locking mechanism. I can just turn the knob. Came out, looked down each hallway. So, like, all of that happened in 30, 40 seconds. So, you still got close to 3 minutes.
Uh, I've got time. I'm gonna go straight across the hall to the closest door and check that.
Okay. It is locked.
It is locked. And let me just go check the other door too, to the left from, facing outward and check it as well.
It is also locked.
Okay.
You now have 2 minutes.
Okay. All right. That's probably enough recon. I'm gonna have to try to unlock doors, so I'll go to the front now.
Okay. You go to the front.
Is there any obvious from this end, traps or anything like that? Like, I guess just, curiosity's sake, like, how is this, electricity functioning through the door? Like, is there any kind of sense for that at all mechanically?
How would you go about trying to figure that out?
Just
Trap
visual.
spotting.
Yeah, just visual.
I guess trap finding is a feat, isn't it? Or is it?
Give me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Um, that is a 16.
16. If you want to find a magical trap on a device, you usually cast Detect Magic to see if there's a magical trap on the device.
Yeah, and detect magic doesn't require a save. That shouldn't mess with the invisibility. I will cast detect magic.
Okay, you cast Detect Magic. Give me a spellcraft check.
Spellcraft. That is a bunch of shit. That is a 13.
13. You don't see any magic on the door.
Hmm, interesting. Um,
It's in
I
the house.
I'm just going to worried about time. I'm just gonna say fuck it, and I'm gonna try to unlock the door.
Okay. The door appears to be unlocked.
I'm gonna regret this. I'm just gonna try to open the door.
You open the door and you see your friends outside.
Magical door.
Magic
Fuck yeah.
door.
Magical
Uh,
door.
do you step through the door?
No.
Okay, that's smart.
In a haunted voice, I say, "Enter here, O ye of little faith."
I knew you had it in you.
Honestly, if he made a bluff check, you probably would recognize him.
Yeah, he's pretty good at that. I walk up confidently, and then I pause, and I say, "All right, guys, in there, come on. I'll bring up the rear."
Orthog. walks in and trips over Flick.
Mm-hmm.
So not really trips, more like knees him in the face.
Now, damn it, Orthog. Come on, man.
Northak says, I can't see you. Why didn't you move out of the way?
That's beside the point. You big oaf.
I take Narjal by the hand
Mm-hmm.
and I whisper to him,
As you are coming in, Orthog says, were the floating pots there before? And you all look down the hallway and you see a trio of urns, brass urns, floating in your direction.
I take soft cover behind Narjal.
As they approach, one of them turns over, and about a gallon of oil drops on the floor and starts to spread out into a puddle.
Mm-mm.
I wish I was higher level.
uh,
So all these thoughts that go in my head, like, can't do that, can't do that, can't do
Mm.
that. Um,
after a moment, another one of the pots approaching turns over and spills its contents on the floor, creating another puddle of oil.
Grab that damn pot. Grab it.
Okay.
No, nobody's grabbing it.
well, where is it relative to us at this point?
It's moving in your direction.
I attempt to grab it as it
Okay.
before it crept.
Make a reflex save.
Here. Grab it. Reflexively. It'll be grabbed. So then, probably gonna work out, Ross. 5.
Okay. You attempt to grab the pot and mostly you like grab some of the oil as it's being poured out. Flick, as you're seeing this happen with Detect Magic still active, you see sort of ghostly arcane constructs, vaguely humanoid in shape, seem to be the ones carrying these urns and tipping them over. Give me a spellcraft check.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay, these are pretty obvious to you, unseen servants.
Mm-hmm.
Magical constructs that wizards can summon to do their house chores.
And there are 3 of them.
Yeah, there are 3 of them, and they each were carrying one of these urns filled with oil. They spilled them on the floor, and then they receded back to the far end of the hallway. And now they're just standing there, sort of waiting in attendance.
3 unseen servants are the culprits behind these urns. They are now back against the far side of this hallway, doing nothing.
Um, Good Reverend Dr. Victor T. Flacco, now might be a wonderful time for you to use your familiar, I guess. I don't know. I've never seen you use it.
We're very close.
We're very close.
We're very close.
The door at the end of the hall and the door on the right are locked. I checked those on the way in. We are going to have to traverse this oil to get to them, but we will need to unlock those doors.
Can we dispel or displace the oil? Because gee whiz, I would hate to be halfway across this oil and then see one of those fuckers pull out a match.
It's a good question. Is it magical oil or is it just straight up oil?
Smells like lamp oil to you guys.
Mm-hmm. We could set it on fire and just let it burn out. No?
I turn to Shuri and I say, an option we could do here, as the Reverend Doctor points out, is to burn this. However, there are strict legal rules about burning the city, which we have never ever broken that rule. But would like your guidance here if this would posit a situation where, yes, what?
Let me try something, and I'll try to press to digitate the oil.
Hmm.
Okay. You press to digitate the oil, and a 5-foot square in front of Orthog is cleaned away.
Okay, let's
I'll
keep it.
I'll just keep doing that. Yeah, and I'll just clean it all up.
Okay. Over the course of 12 rounds, you clean up all the oil and become visible. Not because you cleaned up the oil, but because your invisibility and your reduced person have both worn off.
Big Flick is
Excellent
back.
use of the spell, Flick.
Um, can we walk down to the door?
Yeah.
Which door?
Flick, which door?
Both are locked. I don't have a sense for anything we might find in either. I think we're gonna have to try both.
Let's take the first one on the right, just because I don't like that there's invisible guys at the end of the hall just waiting
Eeny,
for
meeny.
us.
Okay.
Okay, how do you want to proceed? Obviously, Flick is the one who can pick locks, but how do you guys want to orient yourself around Flick?
Um, hard bodies on the right and left, so me and Orthog on the right and left, and then I think soft bodies on the back, so Victor, T. Flacco, and Narshal at the rear.
No Narshal.
Oh, yeah, Narshal's on his study abroad program, I forgot.
Is that good?
I take the guard captain by the hand. I hold his hand and I say, "Watch, you're gonna love this."
Make a diplomacy check.
What is this, like a news handheld?
With a diplomacy check
By a stranger?
of 9.
There you go.
He pulls his hand out of your grasp and folds his hands in front of himself.
Relax, I'm a doctor. Calm down.
That makes it creepier.
Go on.
I'd rather not.
Well,
Anyway,
anyway, pay attention. Don't blink. You're gonna love this. Flick.
All right, go to lockpick this door. I really hope I don't get jolted again. Nat one.
Nat 1.
Let's go.
You jam one of the lock picks in the lock. Being that it's orichalcum, it does not break, but you got a jammed lock right now.
Guys, I did it again.
We are standing on a tile with oil, or Flick at least is, right?
No, he cleaned all the oil.
All of them, every single one. Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you
he
said half.
repeatedly, 5 foot square at a time.
My hands are still very oily.
Yes.
I try to lubricate your lockpick. So I like, get up, I like go like this. I work the oil kind of to the tips of my fingers, like you're getting soap off your hands. And once I have a critical mass of oil, I kind of do one of these at the base.
Yeah, you got to start at the base, and then you got to work your way to the head.
Nope, I just do it right there at the base. I
No,
do
you
it
gotta-
right there at the base, and then I call my sorority sister and I go home.
All right. Flick, attempt to free your lockpick.
All right.
I will give you a +4 circumstance bonus on this due to the oil lubrication.
All right. That's another disable device check?
Yeah.
17.
Okay. You successfully free your lockpick from the lock.
I'm going to run my oily hands through my hair.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna try this again.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody just like say you believe in me.
Like I've always believed in you.
I reach back out for his hand.
Orthog also says, Flick, I always believe in you, but it sounds much more believable.
That's all I needed, guys. A second
My
nat
defense, I would have to
one.
roll diplomacy check. But, you know,
Do nat ones.
A second nat one.
Okay. This time the oily pick slips out of your hands, drops to the floor, and slides under the door.
Fucking somebody knock this door down. I can't do this. Ashton came
uh,
and gave me a high
what kind of
five
door are
for
we
my
dealing with here?
second nat one.
Wooden door.
Yeah.
Classic wooden door, no Iron Man.
Yeah, it's finely made, and there's some carved engravings, but it is not iron reinforced like the front door.
Mm.
Yeah.
Were you gonna say something? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, Ashton purposefully came in here and gave me a high five for my back-to-back nat ones. So I'm feeling really, really good about myself right now.
And I thought Ross was asking something.
Can I use an action die to take a feat to know the spell knock
No.
to open this? No, I can't do that. It's amazing none of us know the spell knock. It's insane in this world of doors that we live in.
No, it
And none
really
of
is
us
egregious. We keep
have
leveling up,
gone.
giggling, and not taking
It,
knock.
it seems it would be so simple, but no, that will not.
And by the way, thanks for the 2 action die there, Flick.
Anytime, buddy. Anytime.
Oh shit.
How did the
Uh,
nat 20 that Orthog rolled worked out then?
Oh,
Mm.
I'm just gonna roll to see who gets it. So I'm gonna roll a d6. You're 1, 2. Flick's 2, 3, 4, and Victor is 5, 6. It is 2, so that is an action die for Gotham.
Bingo.
I did have that nat 20 on my perception. Could I give an action die to Victor T. Flacco?
You may.
Now, can I use this action die to take it?
You may not.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to.
Knock is actually not even a spell any of you can learn except for me. So
Not on your spell list.
This is my bad.
Your burden to carry.
Yeah, I
Cross
will.
to bear.
I will learn knock later. I'm blowing my second level spells on cooler shit. I'm gonna swing on this door with my orichalcum blade to slice through it.
Go on.
And then if that doesn't work, I want Orthog to then hit it after I've cut it and weakened it.
You start hacking at the door with your orichalcum blade. 2 or 3 swings in, the door is starting to, give way. And the rest of you see 3 candles floating in from the drawing room.
Yep.
And they get dropped on the ground, like in the center points of where the oil was dropped, but they just fall on the ground.
I look at Shuri and I say, criminal offense. Clearly attempted murder. Clearly wanted to start a fire in the city.
Attempting to
Criminal.
start a fire in the city within the city limits. He's starting a fire. Murder.
Question. This is not an argument, just a clarification.
Yeah.
When we first encountered an orichalcum blade, it sliced through rock. Why does my blade not do that?
The orichalcum blade that you encountered was used by a hero for a while and grew with him.
Yeah.
It was a significantly more powerful blade than the one you currently have.
Got it. Cool. Just curious if there's like a material thing involved.
I mean, you're cutting, nice cuts into this door. It's just,
So
you're working on like a 4 by 7-foot door, and Zumo Swift Hammer cut through like a 4-inch diameter stone dragon head.
Cool.
So,
I just wasn't sure if it was like, oh, they're more effective against stone or something. So I'm hacking through it. Do I get through it or?
so like, yeah, I just you did a couple of rounds of swinging.
Mhm.
You know, significantly weaken the door, and then Orthog just kind of like shoulders into it, and it falls inward
Excellent.
in a pile of splintered remains. And you see into a room that is a den. There are, as where the drawing room is more for casual meetings and posh audiences, this is more of a hangout and drink and talk and smoke kind of room.
Mhm.
So leather furniture. There is a bar against the wall. There's some side tables with like conversation piece artworks and like an astrolabe that looks like it would be an expensive piece of equipment. And hard to say if it's functional or just decorative. And also hard to say if it's like finely polished brass or perhaps gold plated.
I sidle
Only
over
you had
to
an
the bar
assayer.
Yeah.
and pour myself a drink from the bar and look for a pipe rack to see if there are any pipes handy and a jar of fine tobacco.
Oh, you gotta get you a Dr. Graybow's.
Absolutely. Just what the doctor ordered. It's the number one tobacco prescribed by doctors.
Dr. Graybow's.
Pipe rack?
Mm.
You cross the room, Reverend Doctor.
Yeah.
Climb up behind the bar,
Hmm.
start to pour yourself a fine cognac.
I do.
You hear like a mutter or something, and you are struck by a
Beautiful.
series of arcane bolts. You
No.
take
Not the
10
doc.
point, or no, 13 points of force damage.
No. Is there a discernible vector from which the bolts emerged?
They came from this wall over here.
Through the wall, apparently.
From the wall.
From the wall.
Uh, or as far as your, immediate understanding of the scenario is, yes, from the wall.
I stagger back, holding the decanter and glass, but spilling not a drop as I take the force damage. And I,
Yeah. Well,
boys, I don't think that's a normal wall. Finish pouring my cognac into a
I'm
sniff.
blanking on his name, but I'm visualizing fucking Redbud, the very famous actor, Citizen Kane.
Rosebud. Orson Welles?
Say it again.
Orson Welles?
Orson Welles. Yeah, yeah. That's a very Orson Welles image you described.
Mhm. It is. Yeah, I think you're right.
Just
Yeah.
a dude very into his fine liqueurs.
Sacrificing the body at the expense of the booze.
Yeah,
Orson
he'll
Welles in a
fly
nutshell.
to Japan and do a
Yeah.
commercial just to drink more scotch.
Delightful. Um, I as I finish pouring my drink, I take hard cover behind the bar. Hard cover.
I walk in and try this door.
Okay. You walk in and give me a perception check.
Okay.
16.
16. As you cross the room, you hear like a muffled voice, and then you hear a familiar sort of zip as three arcane bolts fly through the air and unerringly hit you in the back for 5 points, or no, 8 points of force damage.
Sounds like magic missile. Flick, do you see anyone here?
Hang on, I gotta find me lockpick.
It's lying on the floor under some of the wooden door rubble.
Do I get to open the door or attempt to?
You attempt to open the door, and no, yeah, it's open.
Okay. So I've now opened this door. I can remove this.
Yeah.
Okay. What do I see in this room?
That room is a something of a trophy room. You see different animals and even what you think might be some forms of humanoid heads mounted on the wall.
It
Some of
is the
them
jerk.
are, like a lion head, a bear head, but most of them appear to be magical beasts of some type. Um, Dangerous collection of creatures. You hear that muttering again, and another 11 points of force damage nails you in the back.
Having been hit once and hit again, I whirl around to the direction that the impact felt like it came from.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Also attach that perception check. I would like to determine: am I in combat?
Well, you're being attacked.
So I am in combat. Okay. Perception. I'm gonna put an action die on it.
Yes.
So I would use one tonight, and I have an extra. Go for it. There's one. Okay. Now pipe 4. So that's going to be a 20 perception total. And then I'm going to activate my fast healing judgment. Or my swift action, activate my judgment of healing.
Okay. You hear that muttering sound, and at that you whirl around, looking in the direction of that noise, and you see in a carved recess on in some of the wooden uh, uh, molding on the wall, a sort of little movement of the wooden feature on that wall, and from that little nub or stud or whatever, the force bolts manifest and zip across the room, hitting you flush in the chest.
Okay. I say, seems like he's a trophy hunter. I don't see anyone in here, but someone's definitely hitting me and the good Reverend Doctor. Look, I'm not sure if you want to continue on to the next room.
Hardcover behind the bar.
Yeah, that's the move, dude. I'm getting rocked out here.
Uh, Not the jerk, the pest. Not Steve Martin, John Leguizamo. It's the trophy hunter dude, and it's the principal from fucking Ferris Bueller.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy that always plays an annoying dick.
The pest dude with John Leguizamo. They take
Okay.
him to an island to hunt him. Tale as old as time.
So you hide behind the bar as well?
Me?
Is that what you're doing?
No, I stride out of the room.
Okay, so you go back up.
Yeah, I don't need to be in there.
Okay.
I am going to try to be as diplomatic as possible here, but this might come off a little aggressive. So, Dan, just let me know based on what I say what you want me to roll.
Okay.
We have the numbers. We know you ordered the beast. If you continue this course of action, it will not end well for you. Stand down.
Dude, I applaud your efforts. Look at this
Uh,
fucking look at
yeah,
this fucking
give me
neighborhood.
a diplomacy check.
Let's see. I'm at a 20, but I'm going to throw some action value at it.
Mm,
That explodes.
okay.
I'm at a 28. I'm going to put one more on it. Let's get to 30, baby. Let's get to 30. 31. 31 diplomacy.
Okay. I'm gonna do a little bit of rules checking on this.
Neighborhood like this, house like this, guy like this, got a trophy room. He's a magic user. He's important. Fucking three-headed beast from outside the city. No one's told this dude no in 20 years. Zero accountability for his actions. Bro, you think he's gonna come to the table? You think he's gonna be like, "Oh, I've seen the error in my ways. Oops, I did a no-no." The entitlement, make an entitlement check, you rich piece of shit, hiding in that cupboard. Oh, Natch 20, yeah, surprise. Um, uh-huh.
Damn,
Like
Doc.
I applaud the diplomacy, but like just the cloth this dude's cut from. Silk diaper, okay? Fucking silk diaper, silver spoon. In a society like the one we live in, you think that he doesn't even know what you are, dude. You're just a smudge of fucking soot on his parquet floor.
So,
Um,
so here's the thing. In order to use diplomacy against a hostile opponent, you need a minute to talk with them, and the DC is 25 plus the creature's charisma modifier. So Flick, you entreat the offending party, um, and you hear through the door at the end of the hallway a woman's voice, uh, basically saying, uh, "I see you have the guard captain out there. I don't think I have many options left." And with that, you and her have a parlay through the door over the course of the next few minutes where you successfully convince her to turn herself in.
And yeah,
This is the
And
greatest thing I've ever done.
diplomacy does work. It does a thing. And Flick successfully did that thing.
also, if this person is incredibly wealthy, they have a better shot in the legal system than dealing with us fucking lunatics.
Yeah. Eventually, between Flick and Flick's honeyed words, uh Battleton giving a few pointers there, it's like the murders caused by the Chimera were kind of incidental and not intentional on your part, but if you kill one of us now, you've already committed assault. Murder is going to make this worse. You convince her to lay down her wand of magic missiles and come out and submit herself to the law.
Shuri is gonna be so fucking proud of us.
He is in equal parts amazed and disappointed. He wanted to see some like epic throwdown.
Yeah.
That didn't happen, but
That already happened.
yeah,
The Chimera.
he wanted to see it again. He's like a 24-year-old dude.
I can't take it anymore.
action.
Just wants to see like cool shit happen.
Flick,
Uh,
I think you're gonna get a medal.
Flick
I think you're
produces
gonna pin it right on your chest there, but
Flick
Like, have
produces
you
the
ever
missive,
heard of? Yeah.
signed by Q. Holds it out.
Yeah.
Says, we're gonna need to hear everything involving this individual.
Damn. Bow, dum, bow, 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 bow.
Flick's a cop. Pew pew pew.
Okay. Well, considering that, you know, there was more fighting to be had, but Flick basically solved the situation, and Aaron has to mosey in
Got 45 minutes.
in not too long an amount of time. Um,
Let's loot this mansion.
all right.
Called
So
salvage. And it's legal,
here's what I'll
baby.
say.
Contract to
Um,
loot.
she informs you
Oh.
that she is keeping an owl bear in the basement.
Yeah.
And Shuri says, "Well, good to know. Um, can you take care of that before you leave?"
She wants us to kill her
No,
owlbear.
Shuri wants you to kill the owl bear.
Oh, fuck. Owlbears are inherently evil.
They're inherently dangerous. They are basically just pissed off bears all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So not inherently evil. Orthog can't smite it. He already smote the Chimera today.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking. I think it's good Narjal's not here, but I think Lord Grey.
I mean,
kill a bear.
it's more of a there is a wild animal in the city. It needs to be put down before it hurts somebody.
Okay.
Contraband. Contraband. I mean, yes. It's a month.
She knows the merchant's name is Huaxin. She knows the jig is up. And she is trying to make sure she has the best scenario possible going forward as far as legal recourse is concerned.
So is she just like hanging out with us?
Uh, the what's his name? Captain Shu has manacled her and and gagged her because she obviously knows some magic.
Well, then Washi knows that I require a lock of her hair. It's a vital material component in one of the spells I plan to cast to smite the beast that you've illegally kept in your dungeon. And I pull out a small knife and I cut a lock of her hair off and I tuck it into my pocket.
Uh, Actually, she protests against that,
She's bound
and
and gagged. Bound and gagged.
she can still go.
She's a criminal. It's too late. It's too late. Can't.
No,
I'm
you
bound
don't
and
get to
gagged.
do that. The captain stops you.
Well, I think you got to roll.
You can't just assault a prisoner in custody
What's the big deal?
She's in our custody.
Hair.
because she does know magic and she knows what he can do with it, and she does not want that to happen.
Okay.
Well,
So
she should have thought about that before she broke the
Guard
fucking.
captain says, "No, you can't do that."
Okay. So it sounds like there needs to be a rolling situation rather than just starts of no.
Okay, so Victor goes, pulls out a knife, and approaches her, saying that he needs to cut off a lock of her hair.
Mm-hmm.
She makes a fuss. He goes to stop Victor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to say, I guess we'll start with initiative. Roll for initiative.
Yeah, okay.
Guard captain versus Victor.
With an initiative of 16.
Okay, he goes first.
Okay.
He got a 19.
Sure. He's a guard captain.
And he's a monk.
Sure. Oh,
So he grapples you. And that is going to be a Uh, 15. No, it's your combat maneuver defense.
CMB. I mean, he clearly grapples me. I'm a rat.
So you move towards her. He grabs your wrist and pulls you back and says, "She's in custody. She's my ward. She's the ward of the city right now. Sorry, you can't do that."
I look him directly in the eyes and I say, "Well, you're no fun anymore." And I tuck my blade back into my doctor's smock.
He's gonna get no more hands held.
Mm-mm.
Well, that's going on. Orthog and I are just gaming out the attack scenario.
There you
Yeah.
go.
And Shuri's honestly disappointed that he has to be the like law and order guy right here, but it is his job, and he's like,
It's a Dick Wolf production, and you're the fucking dick, bro. Law
Uh,
and
hearing the altercation, I waved the good Reverend Doctor over to discuss our battle plan to slaughter this animal. When you get close, though, I put a little arm around you and I pat you on the back and I lean in and really quietly I whisper to you, I go, living rooms have cushions. What's on cushions?
Probably little bits of poots from farts.
Blake, I wasn't talking to you right now, bud.
Oh, my
Okay.
bad. My bad. My bad.
We'll loot later. But real
Gotta
talk,
get
how are you
engaged.
for this trapped animal?
Mhm. I
God, if they weren't here, we could just flood the room with gas.
"No, because Marshall's not here."
Oh, if they weren't here, we could just set the room on fire.
Look,
Uh,
guys,
here, try some of this new thinking aid I'm developing, and I hand you the bottle of cognac.
I drink cognac. And I go, it's not bad. It's actually really fucking good.
Very good. Very good.
Well,
I
I
might be
drink.
riding a little bit of a high here, but I think I can talk this airbow down, boys. I think I can just walk in, just pat it on the head, and then we just like escort it out the city.
It's well known that
Blake,
they're intelligent and speak common. I'd say give it a try.
Blake, do you want to go home tonight to your wife and say, "Hey, baby, I talked to a wizard lady and got her to stop being mean to us," or do you want to go home tonight and say, "Hey, baby, I shot a fucking owlbear in the head and killed it today"?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Fucking unload on this thing. We should do as much range damage as we possibly fucking can, which is not much. I'm assuming this is a wooden door, not an iron gate or anything like that.
It is a reinforced wooden door.
Reinforced wooden door. So we're gonna have to
You
go.
have been given the key that unlocks the door, and the lock on the door is heavy. It's not exceptionally difficult, but it is very sturdy. You can see that some of the wood in between the iron reinforcements has been bludgeoned from the other side, and there is some splintering showing on this side of the door.
Oh, I'm saying she was getting nails me. Fuck. Okay. Oh, okay.
Ranged attacks is a good idea.
I think we only have a gun to do that, and we have to open the door. And once we open that door, that thing's gonna be coming at the door. So
What if
we're-
I were to attempt to blind the beast?
Yes, that's great.
Orthog says, "I'll go in first."
Yes, that would also be great. These are all
I'll
great.
go in second.
So Orthog going in, blind Victor T. Flacco blinding the beast. What's the save on a blind versus a sleep?
Uh
Same.
Probably.
ballpark. Probably.
Well, is blind your second level spell? Is that what you're
I'm
thinking
gonna
of?
attempt to use glitter dust to blind it.
Bitter dust? Okay, that's also a second level spell. So technically your sleep might. No, they're the same. Same DC.
Yeah, sleep's a hex, slumber's a hex, and go to dust is a blind.
Would
Go
it
to
be
dust is a
better
spell.
to knock it asleep and then coup de grace?
It is always better to do
Yeah,
that.
that would be my. I would say we roll in with Orthog, trying to take the lead. I'm assuming it's going to charge or something, and then I'll try to get into a flank. Flick, you're in the back. Maybe you pop a shot off and then start buffing in some way, or just keep shooting it. That's fucking cool too.
I think
And
I'll
then
just start with the buff. I'll help everyone else out, and then I'll start taking shots.
okay, and then Victor T. Flacco, your goal is to disable the beast,
Hmm.
and then we'll attempt a coup de grace.
Bingo.
Okay, I think that is a great plan. And if it doesn't work out, I'm going to go give that really nice, well dressed person I saw earlier today a piece of my mind about ignoring me.
Okay. All right. So, all right. So, who is going to unlock and throw open the door? Because
Orthog.
someone's going to do that, and then Orthog is going to has a ready to action. He's going to run through. So basically, you're all going to have ready actions
Hmm.
to do in a sequence. And then once you do those ready to actions in that sequence, then we will roll for initiative and fall into initiative order.
I'm fine being the one that opens the door because I have the least critical role, I'm just going in there to try to set up a flank, which won't even happen before Orca gets there, so I can do that on the next round.
All right. So you're opening the door. Orthog is rushing through. Victor, you're next attempting a slumber.
Yes.
Flick, you're
Starting a bardic, so if I could go first, I guess that would.
okay. So you're starting a bardic. That's your first thing. Then Orthog, or no. So Flick starts bardic. Battleton opens door. Orthog rushes through. Victor runs through for sleep, and then Shuri says he'll bring up the rear.
So is he going to join us in combat?
He's the
Yeah.
wet blanket.
Sick.
Okay. So this way. Battle time. You unlock and throw open the door. Orthog rushes through, and hearing the commotion outside, the owl bear rushes him the same time he rushes it. So those two are going to resolve their attacks first. Orthog swings, and that's a natural one.
Oh no.
So I'm not going to crit it or anything. He just misses. I'm not going to punish Orthog for me rolling a natural one. The owl bear is going to attack Orthog in return with a massive claw. And that is going to hit a 25 for 6 points of slashing damage. And now we are at Victor.
I cast slumber.
Urge is up.
Or I hex the
Move
beast.
into the room and hex with slumber.
Hmm.
The owlbear needs to make a will save.
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna go throw one action die on this. And I'm gonna stop at one.
Okay.
That is only a 15.
The beast fails.
Oh yeah, Fern.
The owl bear crumbles to the ground in sleep. Shuri comes in and gets in a flanking position with Orthog. Uh, let's just roll initiative to see what our. Well, actually, so I guess you guys are. Who's going to deliver the coup de grace?
Dude, Flick, you got that thing on you?
Can
I
I coup de
mean,
grace with a gun?
Double tap to the back of the head, man.
the most damage do it. Orthog is capable of doing the most damage. It will be bludgeoning.
True.
I wonder if the most efficient thing is for Orthog to do the coup de grace with my sword. So I temporarily give him a falchion to coup de grace with.
My crit is a 4x. If I can coup de grace.
Your crit's a 4x on a gun?
Yeah.
Most guns are four
Damn.
times on their crit.
Damn.
It's a
But
gun, dude.
he doesn't. It's just dice.
No, it's now okay. Yeah. Because you're not adding your strength.
So your coup de grace with a firearm. It's a D6, right?
D8.
D8.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a gunman of the Uptown Gunmans.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, your crit is 4d8, which averages out to 18 points of damage. Orthog's crit is 2d10 plus 26.
Well,
That'll do it.
Would it be better with a different weapon?
No.
Okay.
it's a big crit, man.
Actually, I think it would average out to almost exactly the same.
Okay.
Okay. So Orthog prepares a coup de grace. Uh, yeah. And after that, we will roll for initiative, and he will just be at the top, at the bottom of the initiative
Okay.
because he just acted, so he would have technically been at the top, but he'll end up being at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is 11 plus 26, 37 points of damage.
Nasty.
And everyone roll for initiative.
The nat ones today.
Oh,
Who's close?
Nice. Anyone above a 15?
I am.
Okay, above a 10? Okay, so that's just Shuri. Above a 5?
9 for the doctor.
Flick, what are you?
Flick got a 5.
A 5. Okay. Orthog at the bottom of the pile. Okay, battle time.
It is still prone.
Yeah, actually, you probably, during its slumber, you could all have moved into the room and
Okay,
Flick
so then-
probably threatened to shoot it in the head. So
So then I'm assuming I'm next to it. I will take a nice single attack.
Wait, has the coup de grace happened yet?
yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Orthog did 37 points of damage.
Boom.
13 on the die. My Orichalcum Falchion bonus or attack bonus is 8, so 21 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Cool. All right. And it's prone. Am I adding anything?
You added +4 to hit.
Just the hit. Okay, cool. 2d4.
Flick is probably still stinging, but you do add +1, +2 damage from that.
2d4 and down. Very low rolls. So 3 on the dice plus 2 from Flick is 5. Plus
3 plus 3.
plus
3?
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 6 then, and then plus my static modifier of 5 is because I forgot Sam power attacking. So yeah, I just do 11 points of damage.
11.
Another time where I feel very low. Oh, I rolled above 15 to hit, right? So
Did you roll a 15 or higher on the die? Well, no, you have to roll an 18 or higher. You're not keen yet.
well, I have 15 written down here for my Orchalcum Falchion.
I thought you
Oh,
said you
did
rolled
you
a.
get keen as
I think it is keen.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I don't think I rolled a 15. I think I was.
Aaron, I think you said a 13.
Yeah,
Yeah.
13. I think you're right. 13. Okay, yeah, so that's not gonna throw into critical. So I do 11 points of damage,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 to the door. Be out of range. Mini attacks.
Okay. All right. Shuri is going to unleash a flurry of blows while flanking with Orthog. 6, 5, and a 3. But it is flanked and laying down, and he's got a +3 from Flick. So that is +9. Yeah, he's gonna hit on all 3 of those. Amazing. 10, 16, 24 points of bludgeoning. Victor.
Point to Victor. I'm in the corner. Okay. I hex the beast with misfortune. And as a swift action, I cast bungle as well.
Okay. Is there a save against either or both of those?
Um, misfortune is a will save, and bungle is also a will save.
Okay, so 2 will saves. Okay, so he got a 19 on the bungle. He
Okay.
got a 15 on the misfortune.
He's not bungled, but he is misfortuned.
Okay, so he rolls disadvantage on his next D20, right?
D20 for the next round. Any D20 roll for the next round.
Well,
All of them?
Which can cause a creature within 30 feet to suffer grave misfortune for 1 round. Anytime the creature makes an ability check, attack roll, saving throw, or skill check, it must
Okay.
roll twice. Take the worst result. So,
Nice, nice.
and any D20 roll for the next round that it makes.
Okay.
that's really good.
All right.
Debuff.
The owlbear is going to stand as a move action, incurring an attack of opportunity from both Shuri and Orthog. And they both hit. Orthog does 19 points of damage, and Shuri does 10 points of damage. And then it is going to make a beak attack at Orthog.
Misfortune.
Okay. Roll a 19 and an 8.
Gotta take that 8.
That is going to be a miss on Orthog. Flick.
Misfortune.
How's this thing looking?
Looking pretty rough.
Shoot it.
Okay, I'm shooting it.
Shoot it.
Shoot it.
Shoot it.
Uh,
Shoot it.
for my bardic, I've been singing "Let Me Be Your Teddy Bear" by Elvis Presley. And that's going to be drowned out by the sounds of gunfire. As I roll um, let's see, a 16 to hit.
Did you add your
I'm trying to make sure
your
right
own
now.
inspiration? Inspire
Well,
courage?
now, you are within your first range increment, so you are targeting touch armor class, and that is well below 15.
Let's go.
You essentially got the barrel in its gut.
All right, little D8 here.
Dodge this.
Dodge this.
And
Like
Trinity
when the
shoots
Gypsy
it.
Danger shoots the fucking kaiju in Hong Kong, just like blows its abdomen apart.
Sure.
That is 7 points of damage.
Did you include your inspire courage?
I did. I did not roll that well,
Okay.
but
You want an action die?
I have a D6. I have an action die.
Okay.
Do it. Light
Come
that sucker up.
on, come on, baby. That is a 5.
Okay. That's more. All right. Yeah. Doesn't look like it's gonna be able to handle much more of this. Orthog makes another attack. Natural 20.
Oh, dude.
Hey,
Oh my. Good Lord.
He gives an action die flick.
hey.
Nice.
Unfortunately, to confirm, that is 4. So 4 plus 9's 13, plus 3 from Inspire Courage, 2 from
Close.
flanking.
Yeah.
That's enough. That'll do it. So 9 plus 26, 35 points of damage.
Holy fuck.
And that is it for the owl bear.
Blowed out.
How does the owlbear like make a noise as it's what do we see in here?
As he pummels the owl bear with another powerful stroke, it screams out in more rage than agony, before succumbing to its wounds and collapsing on the floor, slowly letting out a death rattle with its final breath. It died angry.
So seeing that
I'd like
absolute
it later.
crumpling blow occurring, Battle time recognizing combat is done. I assume the lady's somewhere over here. I walk over to her, and I kneel down. And is she standing or is she on the ground?
She is sitting,
She is sitting. I
like back to the wall, uh, arms manacled behind her, and a gag in her mouth.
How does she react as I approach?
Um, Suspicious. She's suspicious of you.
Mhm.
Little concerned for her safety.
Mhm. Mhm.
A little bit of trepidation. Mostly suspicious about your intentions.
I brandish a dagger, and I kind of chuck it a little bit, like she's sitting up in the corner. Kind of chuck it up behind her in the corner, and as I'm like leaning down, I say to her, "Not everything is as it appears. While I could represent you legally, I don't think that's the help you need. But should you get out and need assistance, I'd be happy to help you or Q. Just let me know." And I leave the dagger unattended, and I walk back to the room. And as I get to the door, I go, "Well done," and like kind of fucking woohoo, yada yada.
Okay. Give me a bluff check. I assume you're bluffing.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, he's bluffing.
Is he though? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I don't work for Q. I work for R.
I work for you.
Hey, fucking good. Hey, two act right, left. I'm gonna use both.
If Old Dirty won his money, I think you better give him his money.
Ooh, explodes. That's explodes. That's a 9 on that one. Let's roll it again. The last one. That's a 2. So 11 plus 16, 27 bluff.
Okay.
So what I told her is not everything is as it seems, and I left a knife unattended in case she wants to conceal it on her person. And I say, if you need anything, basically you can reach out to me.
Okay. Um. All right. Uh. Owlbear slain. Uh. Shuri goes around and pats everybody on the back and congratulates everyone on, some excellent combat skills and strategic planning and a badass fight, killing a badass monster. Um, the merchant, Huaxin, is collected, uh, brought outside. Um, when she is transferred to uh, some of the guard that Shuri hands her over to,
Mm-hmm.
she is pat down and a dagger is found on her person.
Yeah. There you
Um, and Battletime you recognize as the dagger that you left behind.
go. Mm-hmm.
You are allowed to search the manor. Um, there are some expensive wines. The letter openers are, a decent value. There's also some items of art, but probably at the top of your lists are the Wand of Magic Missiles, and she has a spell book as well as a collection of spell scrolls.
Please.
So I will disseminate
Mm-hmm.
the list of scrolls and their value. Um, the wand is also a pretty valuable wand because while it's a wand of magic missiles, first level spell, the wand is made at fifth level. So each time you cast magic missile, it shoots out 3 projectiles instead of just 1.
Mm-hmm. Is it like rechargeable or is it the number of uses?
It has 45 uses left in it.
Okay.
So it's a pretty expensive one. Um, so I will put into the chat, the text chat, a list and the value of each item, and you guys can decide what you want to take, or if like you really, really want that, neat astrolabe that was in the den, then I will I'll give you a price on that too. But I think you're probably gonna want to pump most of your money into the scrolls and the
Well, but
wand.
yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
there's also like a potion of cure light wounds, and a couple of other like little knick-knacky things that might be of value to adventurers more than the standard person. Uh, but 920. So I think that is a good spot considering we are 2 men down and about to be 3.
Yeah, totally.
Hopefully next week we will actually have the whole group.
Got everybody. Way to go, Flick, with
I'll
the
be doing
diplomacy.
another extension of the Chimera story.
Mhm.
Chimera art continues to build.
So diplomatic.
I didn't expect it to work, but I was just like, Flick would always at least be like, "What are we doing here? Do you want to die?" Like never thought it
Yeah.
would have worked,
But it did.
but it